Kitty.
Live from New York, it's Life with Bucky. Life with Bucky, the program that answers almost any question. And featuring world-famous dancers, the Buckettes, the Come As You Are Orchestra, and Bucky's special guest, world-renowned supermodel and reindeer expert, Alicia Beckandcall, and her kitty sidekick, Flossie. And I'm Peter the Human. Now the star of Life with Bucky, her royal Buckiness, the world's most amazing cat, Bucky. Such a festive time here at Broadway's historic Stranded Theater. So many kitties wearing their very best coats, and some with sleigh bells. And now, before we meet special guest, world-renowned supermodel and reindeer expert Alicia Beckandcall and her kitty sidekick Flossie, alert listener Gloria Feathertoe of Parchment Plains, Michigan writes, "My cat Hermione complains that since I switched from the print edition of the New York Times to the online version, she's been unable to keep up with the latest news and comic and protests by sitting on the computer keyboard or iPad. What is to be done about this?" While Bucky is thinking about how best to answer, let's turn to the Come As You Are Orchestra. And to Patty, Maxine, Laverne, Hazel, and Tiptoe, the 5 tapping Buckettes and their 20 paws. Buckettes fan Reginald Font of Inkwell, Vermont requests the Buckettes dance to one of the best-known typewriter songs of the glorious 1970s. Okay, then, here's the Come As You Are Orchestra featuring Fred Playton and the 5 tapping Buckettes dancing to the 1971 smash hit, Carry My Underwood. That was the 1971 smash hit, Carry My Underwood. And that went out to Fred Playton of Inkwell, Vermont. If you have a favorite song you'd like the Buckettes to dance to, let them know right here at hrbbuckshot7@gmail. Now alert listener Gloria Feathertoe of Parchment Plains, Michigan says that her cat Hermione is upset because of a switch to online newspapers and is protesting by sitting on keyboards and iPads and depositing the occasional hairball. What should she do? Bucky says print editions of newspapers and magazines are so much more environmentally friendly because they require no batteries, can be used to start the barbecue grill, and are easily recycled in so many ways. Also, spreading the newspaper out on the floor and reading with your kitty Hermione becomes a family relationship builder, sharing each other's views on the news of the day. And we all know that life with a kitty companion helps humans slow down and enjoy. Sharing print newspapers and magazines with your kitty will help slow your life even more. Also, out of respect for journalism, hairballs are never deposited on the newspaper. They are usually placed on the carpet near the newspaper. Got a question for Bucky? You know where to send it. hrbbuckshot7@gmail. Time for Bucky's educational feature, Teach Your Cat at Home. Lesson 2 today, Healing When You Take Walk. Bucky says there's absolutely no reason you cannot take your lovely walks with your special kitty through the forests, playgrounds, and condo parking lots, just as your less fortunate neighbors do with dogs. The trick, Bucky tells us, is to simply advise your special cat that you are going someplace special and he or she cannot come with you. Repeat this 3 times, 5 days a week, and your kitty will most likely sit by your foot and get up and walk with you, never straying from your foot for the entire joyful outdoor walk. And readers of Bucky's webpage write that they've had the same success with this teaching technique as all of the others Bucky has recommended. Oh, that must be Bucky's special guest, world-renowned supermodel and reindeer expert, Alicia Beckandcall, and her kitty sidekick, Flossie. Professor Beckandcall, welcome to Life with Bucky, here at New York's historic Stranded Theater on Broadway.
Well, thank you, Bucky. And what's your name again?
I'm Peter the Human.
But do people really care?
Now, just how did you get to become a reindeer expert?
Well, I was born at the North Pole, you know.
We didn't.
Of course. Why would you? Except for winter holidays, no one really cares about the North Pole.
And why did your parents move to the North Pole?
Mama and Papa have always lived at the North Pole. They owned a toy factory there.
Aren't you really talking about Santa and Mrs. Claus?
Yes, of course. My Mama and Papa.
But your last names are not the same.
Naturally, I had to change my surname to Beckandcall because I was afraid too many people would like me for my parents' fame, and I simply wanted to be known for my supermodel looks and reindeer research.
I see.
I doubt it.
And what's one of your most important reindeer discoveries?
A close colleague, author Frank Baum, used my research in his 1902 book, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus.
Bucky says she only knows about the Clement Moore story with the 8 reindeer, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Nixon.
Well, Mr. Moore had it wrong. The correct number of reindeer is 10. The 9th was Glossie, and the 10th was Flossie. My kitty is named for Flossie the reindeer.
And all 10 reindeer could fly?
Well, yes, and Flossie taught my kitty to fly as well.
Your kitty Flossie flies?
I believe I just said that. Were you not listening?
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
So your kitty Flossie helps Santa load his sleigh?
Well, not really. Flossie doesn't like stepping on the snow.
More Bucky exclusive. Santa Claus, reindeer, and flying cats information in the full-color collection of funny and loving short stories in the Book of Bucky at Amazon.com. And don't forget, your vet is the best source of pet care information. That's our show for today, folks. Got a question for Bucky? Send it along to hrbbuckshot7 at gmail. For more fun with Bucky, go to our website, bookofbucky.com. Until next time, so long.